Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. Excited to chat with you guys today. Let's get Instagram live. All right. So, welcome. Welcome, everybody joining from Instagram, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, especially from our Facebook group. If you're not in the group, definitely go check it out. Best Loan Officer Comp in the Industry is the name of the Facebook group. Get in the group, join the conversation, and let's get started. All right. If you guys don't know me yet, I am Andrea Walker with Client Direct Mortgage. I get to run all things marketing, branding, but the majority of what I get to do these days is recruiting, talking to loan officers, talking to branch managers, talking to teams, be it on self-source side or the consumer direct side, who are interested in joining our company because of the awesome comp plan as well as everything else that we have and that we offer our loan officers. Let's dig right into it. So today we're going to talk about what differentiates us, so that flat profile fee and the importance of that rolls into the cap out. So we'll talk about what that means. We're a broker, but we're also non-delegated, so it gives us so many more options than just someone who does brokering. Business development and leads, super important, especially in this market, to be able to have a network of leads coming into you. So we'll talk about how we support loan officers in that way. Compensation platform. We were built by an experienced loan officer with a deep IT background. So platform, of course, was so important to us. A tested and true platform that we found success on, that we now give to all of our loan officers. Processing, we'll talk about that a little bit. Onboarding and training, which is near and dear to me. That's one of the teams that I get to manage. And then also coaching and how we provide more value than some of our competitors out there. All right, so let's dig into it. Flat profile fee. So we take out $1,250 per file, all right, on your first 16 files. So you start with us annually, your first 16 files will take out $1,250 annually on those 16. Now, once you get to your 17th file, all of the income on that loan goes to you as the loan officer. So that rolls into the cap out and the importance of the cap out and really the huge value that it brings you and how it can give you a 200 to 300% increase in what you're making annually. So 16 files, $1,250, that equals $20,000. As a company, that's all that we take out, right? So after that, all income goes back to you. That is unheard of in the mortgage industry. Real estate has done it. We all know EXP, but we're bringing it to the mortgage side. So $20,000 is what you're giving to the company annually. All other income goes to you. It's back in your pocket. That's why we say you're looking at a 200 to 300% in a lot of cases increase in what you're making, because with a lot of other lenders, most of them, you're going to pay your company on every single file. That's not going to stop all year long, never stops. You have your comp, they have their margin. That's what's going to be split up. What we're doing is we're saying, hey, the money's there. We're just going to put more of the money back into the loan officer's pocket. And let's be clear, on those first 16 files, you're still getting your compensation. Are you making 150 bips? Are you making 200 bips? You're still getting that. You're giving us 1250 out of that. And then after that 16 file, you're taking everything on that file back to you. All right. So huge pay increase for a lot of loan officers that are out there working hard, producing, closing deals, building up their network, but leaving money on the table because they're with a lender that takes the lion's share of the revenue on the loan. We want to flip that. We want to give the loan officers the lion's share of the revenue on the loan. And then we'll take what we feel like we deserve. And the way we win with this is numbers, economies of scale. So we're able to win when we have a lot of loan officers on our platform, using our system, using our our resources, using our lead programs, and winning more deals. All right, so that's the flat per file fee, $12.50 for 16 deals. 17th deal, you cap out, that's $20,000. All loan income goes back to you. All right. Now, when it comes to your general compensation, you tell us, given the market that you're in, given the strategies that you're using with your particular network, what are the basis points that are going to allow you to win deals consecutively? Are you in California where the market's a little bit different than Florida, for instance, right? And so in California, you're going to set yourself at 150 basis points. Wonderful. Sounds good to us. Let's do it. If you're somewhere else where it makes more sense, where there's the market for you to be able to sell and make 200 basis points, excellent, right? We're able to meet you where you're at. And then we're also going to take it a step further and pay you 1099 in those states that allow us to pay 1099. We are 100% commission, but thank goodness we're putting a lot more of that commission back into your pocket by having that annual cap out. And you have the ability to provide pricing incentives. So what that means is, it doesn't matter if you're at 150 basis points, 200 basis points. If you have a deal, if you have a client who has the LE from a competitor and you want to match what they're making or match the deal that they were given, you can offer a pricing incentive. Comes off of your comp, but you're able to still win that deal. All right. And you don't have to get a manager approval for that. You don't have to reach out to anybody. In our pricing engine, so in Salesforce, you're able to put in a pricing incentive and it's going to reflect quotes instantly that you're then going to send out to your potential client to be able to match the deal that they have. So put the power in your fingertips so that you're not held up having to wait for somebody else to give you approval or permission to win that particular deal. All right. So comp, super flexible. We can meet you where you're at, given the market that you're in and what you have to deal with in that particular market. All right. So we're a broker, right? Of course, we're going to broker, but we're also non-delegated. So we have about 20 plus lenders on the non-delegated side, and then we have about 80 broker partners. So hundreds of loan products across the board of what we can offer your clients. So whatever's walking through the door, we have a pathway to help you figure out what's going to be the best lender to go with, whether we should broker it, whether we should go non-del, and then what particular product as well is going to be the best thing. So we do pretty much everything under the sun: conventional, government backed, non-agency, non-QM. We have all of it. Now, 3 other really important pieces that we've gone out there and got for our loan officers, because we know the importance of this in this particular market. So our CEO, Ramon Walker, he's all about partnerships. He's all about what's going to bring value and what partners bring the most value to our loan officers to make sure you're focused on IPAs, income producing activities, and are positioned to win more deals than your competitor or fellow loan officer at another company. So to that point, we've partnered, and you guys may know this already, one of our amazing partners, Rocket Pro TPO, through our partnership with them and us being a pinnacle partner with Rocket, because not every broker gets this with Rocket. You do have to be a pinnacle partner with Rocket, so that we're giving our loan officers through this partnership free credit reports. And we all know how much credit reports are these days, how they've gone up astronomically, right? So Rocket's paying for that credit report. We have free credit upgrades, or what we usually call rapid rescores, right? And the beautiful thing about the rapid rescores as well is they could have great credit, but if we can get them up to a better level that gets them even better pricing, then amazing. That's what we have the luxury to do through our partnership. So we're not just using the rapid rescores or the credit upgrades for our quote unquote, problem clients or those that have the questionable FICO scores. We have the flexibility to use that on anybody that walks through the door, so we can look extremely good and knowledgeable in the eyes of our clients, because we're giving them a great deal. Even when we already had a great deal on the table, we're able to give them an even better deal. Last but definitely not least, EPOs. So EPO waivers, that's huge. Some partners out there say that they offer EPOs, but they don't actually offer EPOs, right? They offer it when it's convenient for them. So it's in the contract. It's part of our relationship in writing that we have EPO waivers with that particular lender. So it's an amazing benefit. It's something that gives our loan officers a peace of mind that you can't find at many of those other big competitors. All right, so let's keep it moving and let's talk about business development and leads. So we look at leads holistically. Leads are going to have to come in from all different angles as we grow our production and our volume, and we grow our loan officers' production and volume. So we have credit verified mortgage leads that we provide our loan officers that are specific to the states that they're licensed in. We have our top realtor registry. So we went out and looked across the board of all realtors. And we said, all right, we want to make sure our company, our MLOs are connected with buy-side realtors who are actually closing deals. So we looked at realtors who had closed 12 deals in the last year, right? 12 plus deals in the last year to make sure that we're putting our loan officers with a realtor that's actually doing business. And so when you come into the company, you can pull down those realtors to be able to reach out to them, sell them our amazing products like the One Plus and others to be able to help them close more deals. That in turn helps them refer deals to you. For my loan officers that are looking to grow their teams, we have loan officer leads, right? So I'm talking to LOs all day long. We have a number of ways that we recruit. So we put interested loan officers in touch to join their teams, to potentially join their branch. So it's another option for my LOs that are growing their teams. We'll give you LO leads too. On the business development side, so we started, our CEO took an in-depth look at how we can compensate realtors, but not just realtors too. I mean, realtors, because that just makes most sense because of what they're doing all day long, but divorce attorneys, insurance agents. There's plenty of other roles out there that meet a lot of people who are talking about the potential of buying a home, and this is something, or need to refinance, and this is a referral option for them. So what we've done is we started a business development program where our realtors are W-2 employees of Client Direct Mortgage, and they are able to refer their leads over to their LO partner and get compensated. And all of that is compliant and above board. So another great program that we're offering all of our loan officers to be able to compensate those amazing realtors that are doing hard work out there, getting folks into homes that need mortgages. And when they refer it to you, you're able to compensate them on that referral. All right, let's keep it going. Platform. I always love talking about this. So, many of at this point, every loan officer is remote, working from wherever they're calling home. We knew that we always wanted to build a platform that allowed a loan officer to work from anywhere, but work efficiently, right? It's really hard to have 5 to 6 screens open and go here and go there to get your job done. That's not IPA. That's not focusing on income producing activities. We wanted to streamline the process that a loan officer needs to take from calling that particular potential client, right? So managing your pipeline, to taking the application, to quoting them, to getting the application and getting the documents uploaded, to telling the internal team, hey, this is ready for disclosures. Can you take it from here? So we looked at that entire process and created one platform that's all in one that our loan officers can use efficiently. So our platform that we use is Salesforce. So it's our CRM, and we've integrated into Salesforce the POS. So what the team is using to take the application, we've integrated the PPE, the pricing engine, and the ability to do instant quotes and email or take a screenshot and text that out to your client. The LOS that we use is an enterprise level LOS. It's called Meridian Link. Many of the big banks use this. It's an amazing, powerful platform. All of our processors use it too, but we've even gone as far as to find a simplified version of Meridian Link. And for my LOs that wanted roll up their sleeves and get a little bit into processing and go into Meridian Link, we've made it very easy for them to access the LOS, get in there and do what they need to do to get their file down the road. Client communication and operations communication. So all of our ops team is also in Salesforce. They are updating the file. We'll talk a little bit about processing in a minute. They're updating the file in real time. They're pinging the loan officer. And so it's a single source of truth, right? So one record in Salesforce has everything, every small detail from the minute stuff to the big stuff about that particular loan file as we move it down the road. So there's no siloed conversations in email or text message. Everybody's on the same page, even if the different people are playing different roles in getting that loan down the line. Nobody's in front of their computer 24/7 these days. So we have great mobile apps, cell phone, iPad, so that you can access your file from wherever you're at on Salesforce. And of course, phone and text integration as well. So let's talk a little bit about processing. So we have our full service in-house processing team, and we sort of set them up like an assembly line. So we have our appraisal team, we have our title team, we have our VOE team, and they touch that particular thing on every single file that comes in. So they're subject matter experts on the VOEs because they do VOEs all day long on all types of loan files. Same goes for appraisal or title, etc. So we have teams of folks that are experts on that particular piece. And of course, we have those folks that are overseeing the entire process to get your loan down the road. So our loan officers are only expected to do the sale, take the application, pull credit, quote, tell us what quote that we're going with, get your client to upload those docs, and then tell us that it's ready. And then our team will create those disclosures. We'll even reach out to get the client to sign the disclosures if you're not doing it fast enough. And then from there, we're going to get that file submitted. We're going to handle the conditions, and we're going to get it down to CTC. And then the closing team is going to handle all the closing stuff. So we take the burden of that on for the loan officer. But I have some loan officers that's been in the game 15 years, 20 years. And they're like, Andrea, I just can imagine letting go of this part or that part. No problem. We would teach you our process so that you can slip in and do that yourself. If you so choose to do that, the internal team will be happy to let you take over some of those responsibilities. And let's say you go as far as you have a contract processing team that you work with already, or you have a great contract processor, no problem as well. We're able to fold in contract processors very easily to our process, so it's seamless for you. So long story short, we have a way for you to win regardless of how you're coming at originating or processing or any of it. All right. Okay, onboarding and training. So our onboarding and training, we do this weekly. Every Monday, it's a mix of self-paced. So you're watching videos and going through and setting things up and tutorials, watching them and taking quizzes and such. And then live virtual time together as well to get questions answered, to make sure that systems are talking to each other correctly, to troubleshoot anything. And then at the end of that week, you've completed your training. That's what we use for all of our self-paced learning. And you're ready to start putting in applications or calling realtors or calling some of the leads. For support, we have our great SOS hotline through one of our major partners. We also have Pathfinder, which is amazing, built on Google, opportunity for you to search by keyword, for you to look at guidelines. It's just an amazing tool that our loan officers have access to get questions to everything. We also have our own internal version of that we like to call the knowledge base or the brain, where you can search how we specifically operate, how you can get answers from us. We have a full support ticket line. There's a pricing and scenario desk. So there's a ton of ways for you to be able to get answers. We teach you how to reach out to multiple AEs simultaneously by using BCC, right? So you can get answers to scenarios in real time across all of our different AEs, our partners. So We're going to put all of the knowledge, all of the tools, all of the resources in your hands. And the loan officers that are most successful with us are the ones that take that, roll up their sleeves, dive right in, and quickly pick up what our process is and how they can etch out a way to win quickly for them that fits how they originate or how they do selling. Okay, so we're almost to the end here. Coaching, our CEO, Ramon Walker, he's been originating since 2012, came into this industry with no book of business. So really had to figure it out along the way, right? Especially in 2012 when the mortgage industry was upside down. So he has over the years, I think 250 million plus in origination volume, has created and developed tons of relationships over the years, has used every lead under the sun. And so really has that rich experience. So, that whole for us, by us is really what our company is about and really how we approach working with loan officers. So you're not working with someone who's never actually had to sell a loan, or you're not working with someone who's never actually had to talk a realtor off the edge because of some issue that really isn't even an issue. You have someone who's walked it, who's talked it, who's been successful with it, that's now packaged that and offering it to you and to the individual who's been working hard, trying to get ahead, knows how to close deals, but it's the environment that they may be in that's holding them back. It's the lack of systems or processes that may be holding them back, to where if they actually were really free to let go, they shoot up. That's the person that's going to do extremely well in our company and who we are most excited to work with. All right. So coaching comes in all forms. There's tons of recorded videos. There's tons of material, digital stuff that we provide you. And then we also leverage all of the amazing coaching and webinars that a lot of our great partners offer, right? If you follow, I hope you do. If you don't, follow our CEO, Ramon Walker, on LinkedIn or Facebook, especially LinkedIn. And we talk about labor a lot and how to leverage labor. And so leveraging the expertise of the network, the community that we have, we make sure you know about all the trainings that a lot of our partners are doing, because it's a great, even if it's a refresher, right? It's a great opportunity for you to stay on top of current guidelines, current products, because things change quickly. So coaching, we got you covered. And the more that you're present and the more that you dig and try to find the resource, even better that you're going to do with our company. All right. Last but not least, I want to share this sort of side by side of how we stack up against some of the other competitors that are out there, right? So I'm just going to highlight a couple of these because some of them I've already kind of went through in detail, but I will note that when it comes to capping out, right? When it comes to you at a certain point not having to give any of the income on a loan back to the company you work for, you're only going to find that with us, right? With Nextdoor, with Swift, with U Mortgage, you are going to pay them on every file that you close. With us, you're only going to pay us $12.50 up to 16 files. That 17 file, all of that income is coming to you in your pocket, right? So huge difference. That flat per file fee, low as well, but the beauty in that is that it also stops. The EPOs, none of them are offering that. The EPO waivers, huge relief for a lot of our loan officers, especially as we're going to enter back into this refinance season that we all know is coming. I will also note the non-deal options. So that sixth one down, we have 20 plus non-deal options, right? We have warehouse lines of credit. We are able to send our own disclosures, right? We're not beholden to any one broker or lender partner. We have options and we have full control of the entire process. I think, if you just have one non-deal lender you work with, are you really non-deal? I think we all can say logically that doesn't make sense, right? All right. So thanks so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it. Would love the chance to chat with you to see if we're a good fit. Shoot me an email, Andrea@clientdirectm.com. pstg.com, or reach out to me on LinkedIn or Facebook DM. Let's talk. We're interested in talking to producing loan officers. We're interested in talking to branch managers who may want to bring over a team. We're interested in talking to teams that may just focus on consumer direct. The beauty about our platform is that it's super flexible. It's very plug and play, and we can meet you as an individual or you as a team where you're at. And obviously, we're putting a lot more money in your pocket than a lot of our other competitors. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great weekend, and we will see you here next week.